Hi, Aletha here with Create Your Future, and I just want to thank you for joining me on this video. And also to remind you that Create Your Future is still giving away a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. And to also remind you that I have courses available, and one coming out on September 25th, How to Heal Your Pets, Other People, and Yourself. So check all that out. And I do one-on-one coaching, and all of my coaching right now is on sale, 50% off. So it's a good time to schedule something and talk with me. That would be so cool and fun. Today we're going to talk about where you're living. Are you living more in the 3D, or are you living more in the vision for your future? You see, the 3D is, as you know, I'm not telling you anything new. It is a reflection of your past thoughts. It's a hologram. It isn't real. It's non-existent. And yet we get so excited about it. We get so upset with it. We take it as real, as though it's the true real reality, when in fact, what we should be getting excited about, what we should be putting all our energy into, is what we're imagining within ourselves about the future that we want to experience. Not as though we're waiting for it to come, but because we already have it. It belongs to us now. If you've had the idea, creation's finished, right? So if you get the idea, you get the desire for something specific, and you start imagining that you have it now, then you do. You do have it now. Because its creation is finished. It's just that you're selecting it. It's out there in the quantum field. It's yours. All you have to do is select it. You're a multi-dimensional being. So you've got multiple versions of who you are out there in the quantum field. And all you're doing is getting a desire that says, maybe I will check that one out. And then you go there with your imagination and you give it your attention and you dream about it. But you dream about it from the standpoint that it's already mine. You have it now. You dwell in it. It's yours. So you're going there and you're dwelling in that person. So now my question is, where are you dwelling the most? Are you dwelling in the vision for the future that you already have it now and you're just living there now, even before the event has shown up? Yes, it's real. I'm dwelling in it inside of my mind. It is totally real, but it hasn't shown up in the 3D because the 3D is a reflection of my thoughts, and those thoughts have not been projected out, or they're in the process of being projected out, which will then make them my past thoughts. And that's what's reflected back to me. But you have to think them now for them to show up in the 3D reality. So it's better that you let go of the 3D and you stop doing a couple things. Number one, thinking about it over and over. Who said what they did to you, what they didn't do to you, what you wanted, what you didn't want, and then feeling all the emotions that are associated with those thoughts, because thoughts create our emotions, and it's a chemical release within our body. And we get used to those feelings of hurt and pain and lack and whatever it may be, or feeling ill, or we get used to being ill and telling people about all of our symptoms. We get used to that. With those chemicals are addictive within us. But when you have a vision for the future that is contrary to that, because it is now you having perfect health, it is you now being with your specific person, or having the money that you want, or the abundance that you need, that you desire, because it is yours already. When you place yourself there, you're creating new thoughts. You're going to produce new emotions, and then you got to rehearse it so you become addicted to those. There's a chemicals in you are released from your thoughts, and that becomes your emotion. So if you stay living in the vision for the future and dwelling there, then you're going to start to experience all these beautiful emotions, these chemicals that are released into your body, causing all these beautiful emotions. It brings your body into homeostasis, which is healing for you, and it also makes you feel really good. And because the truth is, it's not a reflection of your past thoughts. It is the actual thing. It is real right now. You haven't seen it reflected to you yet in the 3D, but it's real. It is totally and completely real. So dwell in there and enjoy it and live with it right now. And the event will eventually manifest into your 3D reality. And then again, it's going to be what? A reflection of your past thoughts, which were happy thoughts, which were thoughts of healing, thoughts of being with your specific person, thoughts of abundance, whatever it is your heart is wanting. Somebody today said to me about one of my clients that they're the specific kind of career they want, but I don't know how I'd ever get there. Oh, close your eyes and imagine you're already there. Live from being that now. This is who I am. I am doing this right now. And then have this wonderful imaginal scene where you are running your own business, where you have employees, where everything is successful and prosperous. Make it be the best it can be. And then live in that, dwell in it. I am this entrepreneur. Dwell in it and enjoy it. And guess what? It will manifest. It has to. It has to be pushed out, and then it will be reflected back. That's the law. So you can't argue with that. It's the way the universe works. But as long as you're staying in the old story and rehearsing it over and over and over, it's like a play that you don't want to be in, but you keep rehearsing it. So why are you in it? Why are you doing this? You don't want to be there. Why do you keep rehearsing something you don't want to participate in? You don't want that stuff showing up in your life anymore, so stop rehearsing it. And when I say rehearsing, that means thinking about it all the time, telling yourself, looping over and over, this happened and that happened, and he said this, she said that. I feel this way. I'm so hurt. I miss them. Well, of course you miss them because you're living in the wrong play. You're living in the wrong personality. This personality of you not having is not going to produce what you want. It is not going to, because you aren't, it's not about what you want. It's about who you are. And right now, it will produce more and more of what you're not interested in experiencing anymore. But when you move out of rehearsing a play that you don't even want to be in to moving into a play that you're all excited about, and you rehearse it over and over, and you feel those emotions and you dwell in it and you live it, you become that personality, that character of the play, and you fully embrace it. You become the thing your heart once desired. It doesn't desire it now because why? It's yours. You have it. You are it. And when you do that, then it has no other option but to be reflected back into your 3D reality, which then, as I said earlier, becomes another reflection from a past thought. But this time the thoughts are a play, are a situation, are a world that you have decided to experience, because you are a multidimensional being and you have a desire for something specific. It's out there in the quantum field. You've got it. It's there. It's yours. You just have to put your attention on it. You have to rehearse it. You put your attention on it by rehearsing it, by feeling it. Your feelings, you're going to create new feelings of instead of loss and lack and hurt and envy and jealousy and sorrow and fear. You are now experiencing the beautiful, wonderful emotions of joy and peace and safety and contentment and you're ecstatic and love and being loved and abundance. So you get to decide where you place your thoughts and your attention. You get to decide what you choose to rehearse. You can rehearse the old nature, the old person of the 3D, or you can choose to discipline yourself, and it's all a choice. It's not something magic, it's a choice. You get to choose to rehearse the vision for the future because it's yours now anyway. It's the true reality. So as you walk around, people say, let me finish this. As you walk around internally rehearsing this personality, this new personality of you, being this incredible person, enjoying all those incredible things that are a part of your vision for the future, which is actually now, because there is no future, right? There is no past. Everything is now, right? And this is real. This is the true reality. So as you're doing that, your question will come up probably, well, how do I interact with the 3D while I'm living inside in a 4D imaginal personality? Well, you imagine, how would that person walk, talk, act, say, things they would do, where would they go, what would they be? Would they, when they're going to spend money, if they're trying to go beyond a feeling of lack and live in abundance. When they go to buy something, would they suddenly get gripped with fear, like, oh my God, what am I going to do if I don't have enough money? Or if I buy this, then I may run short later. That's lack. That's the old 3D. That's a story that you are currently rehearsing if you keep doing that. But if you stop and you say to yourself, I am just so happy and grateful for the abundance that always flows through my life, that I am completely full of financial abundance all the time. You just say affirmations that affirm abundance, and you live in that place that I always have more than enough money, and live there. And then it will be pushed out that you are a person of abundance. And what's going to start happening? You're going to start to see things coming to you in the 3D that show you your abundance, that give you opportunities for more abundance. So it's all about where you choose to live. What personality are you going to choose to rehearse? You're going to rehearse the old personality that's fearful and lacking without the specific person. Or are you going to rehearse internally in the 4D the person who has the recipe and who's happily, blissfully in love and lives heaven on earth with this person and feels content and joyful, and who has the money that, more than enough money, has perfect health and youthfulness, whatever it is that your heart's desiring. You rehearse that person. You have to do that mentally, and then it will show up physically. But you first got to do it inside of you, mentally. You got to see that vision in your mind and feel those feelings and see it as you go through your day. So we all have to walk through the 3D while we're living and rehearsing the internal vision of ourselves. And all you do is, somebody may say something that's negative to you or hurtful, especially if it's a specific person, and you're feeling like, oh my God, and you got to call somebody and tell them, well, no, you just say, you know what, you're not real. You're a hologram. You're a reflection of my past thoughts. What I'm saying right now inside, that is the opposite of that, which is that you love me and adore me, and that you're constantly praising me and telling me how wonderful I am and how beautiful this relationship is, and that I am the most perfect, wonderful person for you, and all those wonderful things that your heart desires to hear. And you imagine that and rehearse that inside of you, and you let go of whatever was out there in the 3D that was not in alignment with that. Then this thing that you are rehearsing internally, that is the positive stuff that you want, that you choose to experience, that will show up. It has to. It's the way the law works. It's the way the law of assumption works. It's the way the universe works. It gives us who we are, not what we want. So if you're staying over there in the old 3D personality, wanting, needing, having and missing and longing for and fearful and whatever else may come up, then that's what you're going to get more of, because that's who you are and the universe believes you are. But when you shift into that 4D and you've chosen that desire of your heart to give it your attention and imagine, creating an imaginal scene or imaginal scenes, it doesn't have to just be one, create an imaginal scene of 3 or 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds that says you have it now, already have it now, it's yours, because the truth is, it is. And you live from that, and you dwell in that, and you feel that joy and that peace, and your whole body is vibrating with love and joy. And you know what you're doing when you live in the present moment, in the joy of your vision, as though it's already here and you have it now, because the truth is you do, even though you can't see it yet. You are healing your body. Physically, you are coming into homeostasis. You are in balance. You are in harmony. You are really causing all of your body parts, like your blood pressure and your blood sugar and your heart rate and all those things, to come into balance and health, being healthy. Because when you're in the 3D and you're living there and you're experiencing all the stuff that's taking place in that world, you're stressed, right? That raises your heart rate, it raises your blood pressure, it messes up your blood sugar, it messes up your digestion, it messes up all kinds of things. It absolutely can create illnesses that would never have occurred had you not been so stressed continually. Living in that, fight or flight. Well, you don't want to keep running and living in a state of consciousness, in a state in your body physically that is on alert, in danger. Stop and come to the land of peace, milk and honey, and heaven on earth, and live in your vision. and enjoy it. And not just at night when you fall asleep or in the morning when you first wake up. Yes, those are good and those are important because they're like portals. I mean, that's when our conscious mind is shut down. It's not bothering you as much and or at all, and you slide into theta, and that's where things happen. That's where it's hypnotic, and that's where you can manifest so much easier from those states. So yes, that's perfect. But do it during the day. But it's also important to live in a mindset that I am that person now. Walk through your life as that person. The 3D isn't real. And as soon as the stuff shows up that you don't like, you just tell yourself, no, I am this person. I am her. I am him. I am this, whatever it might be. I am wealthy. I am with my SP. I have perfect health. Even if you're showing symptoms right now, I have perfect health. How are you going to get rid of those symptoms if you don't keep saying I am perfect health? If you keep saying, oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I got this pain. You tell this person, tell that person. You tell yourself, I have perfect health. And you keep saying it. You will believe it eventually. And you just gotta say it. And there's no argument. You just gotta say it. Bottom line, I am perfect health. I am free of all illness, disease, and infirmities of every kind. I am wellness. I am health. My immune system works beautifully. And you go into all of that. You say those things, and you live in a state of consciousness, understanding that what I'm experiencing right now in this moment is the 3D, and it's not real. But if I keep saying that I have perfect health and all those affirmations I just said, what's going to be your next 3D? Those affirmations. So you know that it's just a matter of time until they show up. Isn't that comforting? Same thing with your SP. So they've said things you don't like, or they've ghosted you, or they're not speaking to you, haven't heard from them in a while, or they're just with other people. You keep saying that I am their specific person. You keep saying all your affirmations that say they're yours now in the moment, and you ignore what's going on in the 3D and say your affirmations that are in line with what your heart desires. And when you do that, then that's going to be your next 3D. And so you don't have to worry about what's being said right now in the 3D, because you know inside your imaginal scene and your affirmations or intentions are in alignment with what you want, that I am with my specific person. And we have this beautiful, loving, heaven on earth, blissful life together. And that's what you stay with. Choose that, and it will become your next 3D. And so how do you face the current 3D when they're not with you? And that's what you're desiring. You live from having it right now, and you say those affirmations that I'm with my SP in this beautiful relationship, even though it doesn't look like that. And you realize that you're going to allow the 3D to fade itself out, because that's an old thought, a reflection of an old thought, and the new one's going to be pushed out, and then you will receive that. So it's just a matter of allowing it, the process to work itself out and to unfold. You stay in your new story and rehearse it over and over and over, and let the old story go. Stop rehearsing it. It'll fade and it'll go away. Why? Because you're not feeding it. You're not giving it any energy. You can't stay in unless you keep saying, I miss my SP and I'm so lost with them, and allow yourself to spiral. No. As soon as you see something you don't like, or they say something you don't like, just doesn't matter. That's the 3D. It's not real. This is who I am, and this is who they are to me. And you live there, and you feel it, 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 and you rehearse it over and over and over and over till it is so much a part of you that you're dwelling in it. You've become it. When you become it, it will manifest, and you will start to see all this beauty come into your life, because you are now living in beauty internally first, before it shows up. That's the way it works. As within, so without. So, if you have any questions about any of this and need help with walking through all this, I am more than happy to help you with one-on-one coaching. I will answer your comments if you have any, and that's fine, cool. But if you want to coach, that is great. You know, the value you will get is I have years and years of experience, and I have walked this in many, many different ways. And I am more than happy to share my journey with you. But more than that, I'm just more than happy just to encourage you and be your support system that, yes, you can do this. You got this. All you got to do is rehearse the story that you want to experience and it will show up. And I will be there to tell you that over and over. Blessings, love you, and thank you for watching this video.